But Nolan, let's be honest here. Stock markets have been turbulent lately. BlackRock's Rick Ryder tells CNBC the big unknown is Trump's administration policy.
It's been quite a ride. Like you say, a lot of this comes up because policy uncertainty is just out there. When are we going to get tariffs? What types of tariffs? What's the relationship U.S.-China? Putting all that together, anybody who can tell you, gosh, I figured out my model on growth or inflation without a wide error band, I think is lying. You can't do it. And that's why you get these jittery markets and why risk premia has gone up.
What are you telling clients right now during this time of uncertainty?
I think the best answer is there's always uncertainty when it comes to the economy and the stock market. And there's always a reason to either get out of the market or not stay invested. And unfortunately, that tends to be a very painful lesson for many investors that are out there. The same would be true as if we're thinking about the stock market and we look at the stock market now and the stock market is at an all-time record high, you would want to make sure that your portfolio lines up with who you are risk-wise before something bad happens. We have a client, and we'll call him Frank. He recently came into the office. Frank came into the office to talk to us about some of his healthcare options in retirement time. Of course, Scott and his team over at America's Medicare Associates were able to help get those questions answered. And then he wanted to talk a little bit about, having enough income to be comfortable in retirement time. And the third is he wanted to talk a little bit about his portfolio. And so when we looked at Frank's account, one of the things that jumped out to us is the fact that he had 100% of his money in equities. And so for the past 2 years, as the market did really well, that is great. But he may not want to have as much money exposed to market risk transitioning into retirement time. The other thing I'd say is if you're feeling uncertain about the market, don't make an emotional decision. I've shared this before in the past about somebody who had come out to one of our seminars and had shared with me that he moved his money into cash 2 years ago because he was waiting for the Biden administration to finish. But by doing that and missing the last 2 years in the stock market, missing out on a tremendous opportunity for growth. So bottom line, folks, here is what you need to know is that there's always going to be uncertainty in the stock market. There's always uncertainty in the economy. Don't let those emotional decisions lead you into making a poor investment decisions. I think it's one of the values of working with an advisor that can guide you through this type of an environment. And we can use our tools and technology to help you pinpoint exactly what your risk level is. And, it's a good idea to run that fire safety drill before something bad happens.
It's all about controlling what you can control. We can't control the whims of the market, but how you're allocated, how you respond to it. A great way to start is having a plan to fall back on. The team at America's Retirement Headquarters, that's what they're here for, help you get to, through, and beyond retirement. 419-794-3030 is how you set up a time to come in and speak with them. It's 419-794-3030. Don't forget, you can always find out more about them and set up a time there as well at arhq.com.